Hello channel and welcome back to a new episode. In this video we are going to talk about garage door openers, how to turn them into smart ones, and how to get them into Home Assistant, how to also visualize them into your digital twin using Home Assistant floor plan. So let's get to it, and please feel free to drop any comments and questions in the video description and I'll be happy to answer them.
Let us start by talking about the operator system or the motor to operate the garage door. So I got the Marantec Comfort 280, which is a German-made motor. I got the local team to install the door and the garage, but they asked me for $100 for turning it into smart. So of course I went for a do-it-yourself approach. So I went ahead and purchased the Maveo Connect Stick, which is native to the Marantec motor for 66 USD, and also a generic smart opener for the garage, which is Tuya compatible. Both have their own pros and cons, which we're going to discuss in this video. And both can work in parallel, and in fact I am running them in parallel or simultaneously. You can close from one and open from the other or vice versa, and they work perfectly fine. So let's talk about connectivity. The Marantec control element connections are all in this highlighted place where you get to install your Maveo Connect Stick and your generic smart Wi-Fi opener, and also connect your wall keypad and remote control. And these I got installed by the local supplier as part of the deal, so we're not going to cover them in detail. Now, this wiring is for the comfort models of Marantec. So if you went ahead for the generic smart opener, follow the connection diagram I am showing on screen. And if you went for the Maveo Connect Stick, just plug and play into the port XW40 and you're good to go. Awesome. So let's now talk about the Maveo Connect Stick as your first option. So I ordered this from Amazon and it was shipped to me internationally from Amazon Germany, but it was actually coming from Amazon Netherlands. It costs around 66 USD. It is, of course, a bit on the high side. All that came is just this little small box. Wasn't in the best condition, but that doesn't matter. And let's open that and see it together actually for the first time. All right, so this is the Maveo Connect Stick. The build quality is good. It's sturdy, feels good. And let's see what's else in the box. Yeah, it's just a little manual with setup instructions. Everything, of course, is available online, but it is very straightforward and there's nothing really to do except plugging it in, and we'll follow step by step the mobile app and installation instructions. Heading to the garage, make sure you turn off your motor first and then plug in your Maveo stick and then power on again, and then the system will take some time to start. Then install your Maveo mobile app and turn on mobile Bluetooth. Then you would want to create a Maveo Cloud account. This is a must. Then plug in the Maveo stick and you have to press this little yellow button on the stick for it to start pairing with Bluetooth. And then it will start searching for the stick on the phone. Afterwards, you have a successful pairing. Now you need to connect the stick to the Wi-Fi again from the mobile phone. It's going to detect only a few strongest Wi-Fi connections near you. And then this can be a little bit glitchy, so make sure you are patient and then insert your Wi-Fi password, Wi-Fi 2.4G. Then connect the stick to the Wi-Fi Here you may need to restart the motor if it doesn't connect, and this happened with me. By the way, it did not connect from the first time. So just again, be patient and restart the power cycle the motor, and then it may connect successfully at the end, hopefully. And then you're good to go. Afterwards, you'll connect to the Maveo cloud, and you can see your garage door motor. When the stick is successful, you will see a solid green light all the time. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons, in my opinion, of the Mavio stick. So first of all, it is native to the motor, so it is plug and play, it works nicely, has a nice app, it supports open, close, and partial states. It has geofencing, which is a very cool feature that when you're going home, it detects your location and gives you alerts if you want to open the phone. It also has a ventilation feature that I got after updating the firmware of the stick. The firmware of the stick is over the air, so you don't need to do anything. It will automatically update when connecting. And this feature of ventilation needs additional Mavio sensor for humidity and temperature, which is also expensive, but it also needs a Mavio box. Now, what I don't really like is that it has absolutely no smart home integrations or publicly exposed APIs, so you cannot integrate this with anything. It is cloud only, so it might be a little bit slow to get the app to connect to the cloud, and the price is a little bit on the high side. But again, this is a personal, subjective decision. In my case, it was cheaper than getting the generic opener from the local supplier. So I still went ahead and got it. Awesome. So now let's talk about the generic Tuya Smart Life Smart Opener. It is pretty cheap. It's 14 USD, and I got this box, as you can see, and I'm going to open it here for the first time with you. Okay, the box doesn't look super nice. Looks like more of a toy. It's Wi-Fi, and what you get is you get, of course, the actual device. You get here some adhesive, you get some wiring screws, things like that. I did not end up using any of them anyway. Okay, and then the device here, you can see it has these UK power supply plug, so you need to make sure you have a wall socket near your motor, or then you might want to cut the plug, the power supply. And then you have these two wires, red and black, indicative, of course, of negative and positive DC. And then you have the contact sensor, which is based on magnet. This is the non-native aspect of the smart garage opener that I was talking about. And you have a small button to enable it for pairing. Okay, so let's head to our lab and talk about the operating principle of this garage opener. Essentially, I have an oscilloscope here that I'm going to measure the impulse of the opener. It works based on impulse, so essentially it sends a short surge of electricity, and the motor will then trigger on or open and close. So let's test it via Home Assistant. I already have it installed. You can see the history of open close. So if I remove this, you see it's open. Put it back, it's closed. Remove it again, it's open. Put it back, it's closed. It's super fast, surprisingly, since it's cloud-based, but is very reliable and very fast, as you can see, at least in the lab. And that is how it works. Great. So for the implementation, you might want to have a power supply socket for two inlets, one for the actual motor and the other for the smart garage opener. And as you can see, the also Maveo stick is already plugged in from the option 1, which does not need power. It is powered up by the motor itself, since it is native as we spoke. But for the smart garage opener, it does need a power supply input. Now, for the other end of the opener, you have the contact sensor. This is the non-native aspect of it, which is essentially magnet-based contact sensor. So you would need to pass the sensor with cable from the top rail and then mount it on the fixed wall part of your garage door, and the free part of the magnet will have to be on the moving door, so that when you open the door, one piece, the moving piece, will lose contact and then gives the signal that it's open. Now that it is on, it is pretty easy to onboard. It's auto discovered by the Tuya app, and then you find it in the Home Assistant integration. It simply has one control: door open and close, and you get the logbook for that. So, what do I think about this device? I think the price is really good, and the app is okay. It's not as fancy as the Mavio. Works with Home Assistant, of course, since it's Tuya-based integration. Has CarPlay, Android Auto, out of Home Assistant, which is, I think, the most amazing feature out of this, because you want to open the door when from the CarPlay when you're coming home. It is partially native. It's not fully native. It's cloud only again, but it's fast. Only has open and closed states because it relies on the contact sensor, as we mentioned. So you will not see partially open and partially closed states compared to the Mavio. But overall, I think it's a good deal and it works fine. So without a digital twin, I cannot survive. So this is the final piece of adding this garage door to our digital twin. So we'll go back to our model on SketchUp and we'll add a garage door from the 3D warehouse. So I found this super close garage door that is similar to mine, and I'm just gonna add this one, and then I'm gonna adjust it to the model, rotate it and whatnot. So let's do that. Rotate from this pivot. Oops, okay. My model is getting larger and larger for my PC, so I want to look at the new RTX models. I just running a 2070, so I'm due for upgrade. Okay, so I'm going to do this offline, but I think you get the gist of it, adding this to our model, and then I'm going to take new renders on Enscape and update my SVGs. If you haven't already seen my series on doing that, please check out the floor plan series that I have, and you'll understand how to do all the modeling and the overlays. So here on our SVG in Inkscape, you can see I added these two layers, and then I gave them the IDs so that we can manipulate them programmatically from the floor plan. And this is the two elements I added to my floor plan YAML file. Garage closed is the entity is cover.smart garage door opener door. This is the name that came from the TUI integration. And then another button to open and close. And that's about it. So again, if you haven't seen my digital twin series, go watch the tutorial. And thank you so much for watching this latest episode on smart garage door openers. I am actually running the Mavio stick and the smart garage opener simultaneously in addition to the remote control. So just wanted to confirm if anybody wonders if they can run them together. Yes, I am running them together. Thanks.